welcome to TV50's coverage of Green Machine football in the homecoming game for Geneseo tonight as they host LaSalle-Peru in the Northern Illinois Big 12 Conference matchup. It's Geneseo coming into this one at 2-3, and meanwhile the Cavs of LP are 3-2. Kickoff in about 2 minutes from Bob Reed Field. With Pat Mitchell, I'm Lauren Lipke. Glad to have you along for our broadcast tonight. Pat, it's a very cool night out here. Temperature just below 50 degrees, and we're going to see some falling temperatures as this game goes on tonight, but people are bundled up. They're ready. And if you're back for the homecoming game, welcome back to Geneseo.
Well, you know, last week was our first real taste of fall weather, and last Friday night, and now we're going to go right into winter, I think. No, it's a beautiful night for football. It is a little chilly. It's kind of a wet chilly, if you will. But, you know, for me, it's sweatshirt and shorts. I love this type of weather. Let's have a bonfire and go make some s'mores. But, no, it's welcome our friends in from LP. They're in the mode right now where they're thinking playoffs, and this would be a huge win for them if they can get it done. So we got our work cut out for us tonight.
Geneseo last week, home loss here to Sterling. The final score was 43-7. Meanwhile, LaSalle-Peru lost last week against Rochelle in a shootout, 55-33. So both teams have played Rochelle. The Hubs beat LP by 22. Geneseo played a close game with Rochelle at 7 and lost by 7. You know, the Cavs last week had trouble stopping the run game for Rochelle, so maybe Geneseo is going to break something open tonight with their three running backs, Pischke, Olsen, and McAvoy. It's
nice to see that they give up points. You know, over their 5 games, they're averaging giving up close to 20 points a game. They're scoring 31, but what kind of throws that off is their first game they didn't score. So in the last 4 games, they're scoring close to 45 points a game, and then they've only given up 96, but 55 of those were in one game. And if you use the transitive property, being a former math teacher, A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, we should win by 15, right?
I'll take your word for it. And I like the way you're thinking tonight, Pat. So we are set for football here from Bob Reed Field. Geneseo, third home game. They've lost to Moline and Sterling here at home, but they've gotten off to fast starts on both those teams, and Geneseo's going to start with the football. Maybe they can get things going here right away against the Cavs.
Yeah, that'd be very nice to start early and then sustain that success. You know, right now our success has been, offensive success has been mostly on the road, so it'd be nice to get it done here in homecoming in front of a decent crowd.
Geneseo's on the field. They are ready to receive this kick. The Cavaliers have yet to come over here. They're break from their sideline, and they will come out and take a look back to see who's going to return this tonight. The deep guys are Mason Jones, number 27, and number 25, Colton Pischke. Good crowd on hand here for the home team. A few people in the stands over there from LP, and we do have to report this that the sophomore game did go to LP 16-8.
All right, that's an undefeated LP sophomore team, so it's not like they're not very good. So they were a good team, good size. We had our opportunity and just couldn't quite cash in.
Kicking from left to right. Here's the kick, and it's a squibber going inside the 15, picked up finally by Mason Jones at the 12. And he slips between 2 defenders and gets close to the 20-yard line. So here comes that Geneseo offense. Their quarterback is number 5, Jaron Brooker. We mentioned the running backs. Number 22, Zach Olson. Number 25, Colton Pischke. And the fullback is number 31, Alex McAvoy. All seniors. And good balance last game against Sterling. You know, Geneseo's moved the ball on the ground. Just haven't come up with some points on some of these drives. And we'll start here from the 19. Second back, that's Colton Pischke coming off the right side to the 23-yard line. It's a 4-yard run.
Little misdirection power leading the fullback to the left and bringing Pischke back to the right. So, you know, 4 yards, that's what it's about with this offense. You know, last week the one scoring drive they had with Sterling was one of those 17-play drives, and that's the type of offense we have. We don't have the breakaway speed like some teams do, just got to control the ball.
4-yard gain on that first down play. It's 2nd down and 6 from the 23, just underway. Zach Olson slips into the secondary, close to that first down. We'll see where they spot it. Need to get to the 29. Looks like a good spot here. And indication is a first down for Geneseo.
All right, second back through, little belly 48 action. Got a nice couple nice blocks at the point of attack with Jake Winslow and Billy Blazer. And yep, they move the chains. Move the chains.
2 tight ends in for Geneseo with the wing on the right side. That's Olson. He'll come in motion behind McAvoy. They'll give it to the fullback. And Alex across the 30. Short gain, 2 yards.
All right, little fullback trap. Fullback trap, trying to get in behind the big guard. Billy Blazer, the big guard. And the LP defensive line had a lot of big bodies in there, stacked everything up for minimal gain.
Jacob Winslow starting tonight on that offensive line, along with Blake Langen, Robert Stoll, and we also have
Josh Beath at center.
There we go, Josh Beath. 2nd and 8. Toss it back to Olson on the pitch play, and Zach with yardage up past the 35 to about the 38-yard line.
Haven't seen a lot of true option this year. That's good to see. When you've got the running attack we do, the quarterback has to be a threat, and when you can just even give the semblance of some type of quarterback run, and you got to count for him, that's a good thing. So, yeah, 3rd and short.
9:40 to play in the first quarter. No score between Geneseo and LP. On 3rd and 2. Olson hitting the backfield, spins forward, has the first down for Geneseo at the 42-yard line.
Right, another second back through, little belly 48 for the old timers there. It's I love that play. It's one of my favorites, and we move the chains again.
Keep it going. Looks like Geneseo's come up with a couple really long scoring drives this year. They had about an 80-yard drive at Galesburg where they didn't get any points, but they started from the 1-yard line.
Right,
so
right.
3 and 4 yards at a time, and they start from the 42 on this first down play. Flip it back to Pischke coming to the right. He's hit, spins up to the 45. It's a 3-yard run.
Right, little misdirection. Hand off to Zach Olson going one way, and he flips it back to Pischke, Colton Pischke going the other, and pulling the big tackle Winslow and the big guard Blazer and get in behind them. Hopefully get lost behind those guys. But short gain, but still positive yards.
Wings left and right for Geneseo with Olson in motion coming down the line. And it's McAvoy up ahead for a first down across midfield to the LP 47-yard line. They'll move the chains.
Right, that's bringing the jet sweep one way, and then you're running McAvoy up, up underneath that, behind that, and it's just you're hoping you can get the linebackers flowing out of there with the jet sweep, and they were successful with that. Nice run.
Geneseo comes up to the line of scrimmage, same formation. Rooker under center. Ball is fumbled on the exchange as Brooker lost it coming out of the center, and I think Geneseo able to fall on it for a loss of 1.
All right, luckily he was able to get back on it, but here's where we see if we can recover, because now we're sitting behind the chains. We got look like we just have a little exchange problem with the fullback.
May have been our lineman coming down, knocking the ball out.
Correct.
2nd down and 11. Option play, pitches out to Pischke to the right. Turns it upfield and gets to the 45 as a penalty flag is thrown. Our first penalty of the game tonight. What are they going to call here?
Blocking the back. Offense number 68. 10-yard spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
Well, that'll put the ball back on the other side of the field in the Geneseo territory. And it'll be spotted at the 45-yard line.
Right, that's going to be one where, they could have had 3rd 3rd and 8, but they chose to move us back. I mean, throwing's not our forte. However, we can be, we can be successful with it. Jaron has a really nice arm when need be. So we put ourselves in a spot here where we've got to make something happen.
2nd down and 18. Billy Cosgrave in the game, split out wide to the right. Brooker to roll that way, to look to throw, setting up a throwback pass, has Olsen, catches it at the 40, across midfield to the 45, cuts it back to the 40, to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10, into the end zone. Geneseo touchdown. Geneseo takes the lead 6-0 with 7:18 to play in the opening quarter.
That was nice. That was nice. He led Zach a little bit so he could catch that thing and strike going forward instead of having to stand there and wait for it. And that was key because he did have somebody on his tail that he was able to run away from and make a beautiful cut at about the 30-yard line back to the middle of the field.
Extra point on its way from Carson Coquit, and that is good. It's 7-0, Geneseo 7:18 to play in the first quarter. Geneseo scores on their opening drive, and they do so on a 65-yard touchdown pass from Jaron Brooker to running back Zach Olsen.
Yeah, about 10 plays on that drive. I know we don't have our statistician here, but 81 yards total, started at the 19-yard line, 10 plays, and we overcame a fumble in the backfield and a penalty that put us behind the chains twice. And that's what's nice to see, that we're able to do that. So hopefully, we talked about this before, hopefully that gives them confidence but doesn't make them overconfident so they can sustain the success.
Well, what a way to get things started for this homecoming crowd. And Carson Coquit, who's played last night. I saw him play last night on the soccer field. I think he ended up having the first goal in the game last night, or
awesome.
the assist. And he is doing the kicking duties here for Geneseo the rest of the football season. He has the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line, just waiting for the whistle to restart the game.
All right, take your pick. We're going to pop it up short, or we're going to kick it over the heads to the 5.
We're going to put it around the 25-yard line.
All right, all right.
Kicking from right to left to the north end zone is Coquet. He's coming down inside the 15. Returned up the middle. Geneseo down there to make the tackle at the 25-yard line.
Billy Cosgrave just fought, got off a block and finished that play off. Very nice tackle. They're starting at the 25-yard line. I'll take that.
LP is going to be a throwing team here with their quarterback, who's now a senior. He played last year, if you recall, Jacob Kupperschmid, and he's going to be in the under center to start here on 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. They'll toss it, try to run a sweep out to the right. Running back goes back to the left. And he gets a block downfield from his quarterback and a run of 15 yards out to the 40 on a change of direction.
All right, 27, Mason Jones makes the play on that. It's a good thing he did, because he would have been gone for a 75-yard touchdown run. But we've got to make sure you're doing your job. Obviously, you can see right away that he's not afraid to cut back across the field. So guys who are trail guys need to keep an eye on that. They just can't take off downfield. They got to stay home.
Kyle Abadakos with the run there for the Cavs, number 21. Single back behind their quarterback with 2 receivers spread out wide to the right on 1st and 10 from their own 40. Passes out. It is caught at the 40. Missed tackle, and the receiver gets upfield to about the 46.
Right, got to keep guys in front of you. If they're going to catch the ball in front of you, you just can't go flying and try to tackle him with your arms. You got to keep him in front of you and limit the damage. So it's one of the things we'll have to pick up, find out how we do the rest of the way through.
Gage Noonan with the reception for LP. On the tackle was number 4 Nathan Benekeet. 2nd down and 4 for the Cavs from their own 46-yard line. And they run it up the middle with nowhere to go. And Geneseo's Got LP in a 3rd down and 3 situation with 5:50 to play in the first quarter. It's Geneseo 7, LP 0.
Yeah, it looked like a nice job by Blake Langan, just hanging on to the running back, not letting him. He was one of the guys there, not letting the running back get away. That's Peyton Clausen, actually. Peyton Clausen, nice job just hanging on and waiting for the cavalry to arrive.
3rd and 3 for the Cavs from their own 47. Quarterback under center. They'll run it off to the left, and Geneseo gang tackling there, a gain of 1, and LP is going to be faced with a 4th and 2. Will they go for it or punt it away?
Well, I know in 8th grade football at the 50-yard line we're going for it, but with the varsity, not so much.
Punt team comes in for the Cavs on 4th and 2. That'll send Zach Olson back at around the 15. Cavaliers to punt it away with 4:50 to play in the first. Geneseo up 7-0. Kind of a knuckleball punt. Hits at the 25 and takes a Cavalier roll inside the 15, stopped at the 13-yard line. We'll see the Geneseo offense come back onto the field.
That's a very nice punt, where you got that thing to, like you said, knuckle and just kind of sit and roll a little bit. Starting at the 13-yard line with 4:39 to go in the first quarter here. See if we can put another patented Geneseo drive together.
Up 7-0 on a long touchdown pass. Basically a long run after the catch by Zach Olson from Jaron Brooker. Covered 65 yards on a 2nd and long play. That's how Geneseo got on the board. They'll toss it back to Olson. And Zach finding a crease. Still on his feet. They finally bring him down. I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle earlier. And Zach across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. All
right, little left formation, 49 sweep. It's kind of a catch-22. As long as you're moving the feet and you're moving the pile, as an offense, you want them to let them go. But also, you don't want them to strip the ball as well. So, you're kind of looking for the best of both worlds. Biggest thing there, running back, just hang on to the ball.
Olson with 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. Geneseo ready to snap it. Brooker to McAvoy, 1st down. Out to the 29-yard line goes Alex McAvoy.
All right, moving the chains. Alex didn't run into anybody until he was in the 2nd level into the defensive backfield. Does a nice job of lowering the shoulder. You lower your shoulder in the first quarter. In the second quarter, you lower your shoulder and run them over again. Then in the second half, you can do a little spin move, lower the shoulder, do a little spin move. But I don't think Alex will do that. I think he likes running people over.
Free safety for LP, had to make the tackle. He probably doesn't want to do that all night. 1st and 10, Geneseo. Back it goes to the fullback, McAvoy. Solid 6 yards out to the 35-yard line.
Right, Alex moving the pile again. LP's playing a 5-3 defense, and I know talking to a lot of coaches over the years that they think a 5-3 is the best way to stop this offense. But if you don't take care of up front in the 5-3, then the running backs are not getting hit until the linebackers, and you're going to gain your 4 and 5 yards every time.
3 minutes to go in the first. Geneseo enjoying a 7-0 lead here at home. On 2nd and 5, it's Pischke. Colton out to the 38-yard line for 3 yards, and Geneseo looking at a 3rd and 2.
Right, now Alex has had a little success from the fullback and getting tackled. Don't be surprised to see us come with the second back through now. We'll see what see if their linebackers bite on the fullback.
Green Machine offense breaks the huddle with 2 tight ends. McAvoy and Pischke lined up behind Brooker in the backfield. And it's Olson hit right at the line, maybe a yard out of the play. He might have got the 1st down.
All right, there's belly 48. It's really close. They might have to measure.
And it is a 1st down.
By about a half a football, looked like.
So
they're second back through, and that time we didn't get that outside linebacker blocked. And he's just sitting there waiting for Zach. So something to look at. Make sure you take care of that outside linebacker, and that play goes for a long way.
From the 39-yard line, 1st down play. It's McAvoy with room to run, and again he runs over the free safety for the Cavaliers across midfield to the Cavalier 48-yard line.
Right, that same play as earlier, that little jet sweep and then run the fullback on a trap up underneath it. And once again, he doesn't see contact until he runs over the free safety, and the free safety just hangs on for dear life.
2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Geneseo 7, the Cavaliers of LaSalle-Peru 0. 1st and 10, Green Machine at the Cav 48-yard line. McAvoy, left side. They stand him up, but he keeps pushing the pile. Inside the 45, down to the 42.
All right, that looked like a little 37 power action lead with the 2-back in front of the fullback. Yep. and just move the pile. That's fun to watch. That's fun for watch for the old school coach.
Jacob Winslow and Billy Blazer on that left side, just opening up the hole there for McAvoy. Counter play to Pischke. He's bottled up in the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll put Geneseo on a 3rd down and 6.
Right, a lot of penetration by the middle of that defense. Looks like a linebacker coming and got up, and the nose guard as well got into our backfield and able to shut that down. So we'll see if we can overcome.
Under 50 seconds to play. Clock is moving. Geneseo 7, LP 0. 3rd and 6. Pischke out to the right side, trying to get around the end, and gets tripped up, and down he goes for a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down, and here comes the Geneseo punt team.
Right, tried to bounce that outside, use a little straight arm, bounce that outside, but LP pretty quick on the corners on the edge there. And then the turf monster got in there at the end. So looks like we're going to have to bring out the punter. Yep.
And Geneseo does not have to punt this ball with the play clock at 15. The game clock is down to 10. We'll see if they, there's no wind tonight, so there's really no advantage to kick it here or the start of the second quarter. And they'll just let it run out. And so Geneseo, after a quarter of play here, they lead the Cavaliers of LaSalle-Peru. It's the Green Machine 7, the Cav 0 at the end of 1.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
Good opening quarter for the Geneseo Green Machine as we start the second period. 7-0 the score. Geneseo on top of the Cavs with a punt coming up here from Geneseo as their drive, the second drive of the night, stalls out here inside the Cavalier territory at the 46.
I know going into the quarter break, LP had everybody up on the line of scrimmage with the exception of the deep man. Not near that this time, so they're not giving the block look.
See if they punt it. Sometimes it's a good place to try a fake, but they'll kick it away. P.J. Mosier, long punt, fair catch made at the 11.
I would agree with you. It is. You're in the middle of the field. At this point, you know, you're not totally sure defensively where you're sitting defensively. But, yeah, that is not, a lot of times that is a decent place to try a fake punt.
Cavaliers with 1 first down on their opening drive. And their Geneseo defense rose up and put a stop to it. So they'll come out and start at the 12 with 11:55 to play in the first half. Homecoming 2018 here in Geneseo. you're not able to make it back, we'll just stay tuned to the broadcast here tonight. On first down, a run to the 14, 2 yards, with gang tackling made there by the Geneseo defense.
With the way that fullback's running and the way the quarterback's eyes are, it almost looks like that's a read play, like a little veer action, like they're going to run option. But I can't tell if that's an automatic give or if he's actually reading that. So if that's the case, if they're trying to run some option, then we got to make sure we're playing very disciplined football.
Linebackers Josh Beath and Dominic DeBoof with the tackle on that play. 2nd and 8. They'll try it again. About the same result. A couple yards to the 17.
Right. The play previous would be what I call outside veer, where they're running the fullback outside the tackle, and that one was inside veer, where they're running the fullback inside the tackle. So be interested to see. We haven't seen him pull it yet. That's what and run actual true option. So we'll see if we can stay disciplined.
3rd and 4 coming up for Cavaliers from their 18. 10:45 to play. Geneseo 7, LP 0. Cavs with the football. They'll try their counter play, and a solo tackle made by Blake Langan in the backfield. That's enough to force the Cavaliers to punt this football away.
That's a nice job by Blake Langan, just staying home and actually making the play on the running back, wrapping him up, getting him to the ground. He's actually blocked on the play to start with, and he came off the block, saw the counter coming back, stepped inside the tackle and made the play. Nice job, Blake.
Zach Olson, Colton Pischke back around midfield. Geneseo should get good field position. Key here is to catch this football.
You betcha.
Don't let it roll 10, 15 yards. Almost punting from the goal line. Running kick. Oh, it's a line drive really low. And it's going to roll up to about the 45-yard line, the 44. So good field position for Geneseo as they have a 7-0 lead here at home against the Cavaliers.
We get to start our 3rd drive here in LP territory, which is always a good thing. So we turn the field on them. You know, remember we started at our 13, but then we're able to pin them down to 12, and now we've turned the field on them, gave ourselves good field position.
Football on the left hash as Geneseo breaks the huddle here with 9:49 to play before halftime. 7-0, Green Machine. Olsen off the right wing will go in motion. It's McAvoy right up the middle. Give him about a 2-yard run.
Right, a little different motion this time with the fullback trap. Instead of the jet motion, it was more of our sweep motion. This time pulling the right guard, pulling Blake Langan. Just got to make sure we get down inside that guy, get the head and butt in the hole.
McAvoy spinning off that contact, able to fall forward. We'll give him 3 yards on the play as I have it at the Cavalier 41-yard line on 2nd and 7. Burker will take the snap, and he will look to throw. Gets it out, and over the head of Colton Pischke in the near flats. Incomplete, 3rd and 7.
Right, I'm not sure if the play would have got a first down or not, but just to overthrow, it would have gained some yards. But here we are at third and long. 3rd and long, we're going to have to make something happen here, whether it's on the ground or in the air. I'm not sure, but we got to make sure we take care of business.
It's been the air tonight for Geneseo. They put them on the board. A 65-yard touchdown pass. Jaron Brooker to Zach Olson in that first quarter. That's where we stand right now, 7-0. Geneseo 3rd and 7 as Billy Cosgrave splits out wide right from the Cav 41-yard line. Some movement, and there's the penalty flag. That might be a dead play, right?
Yeah, that's that one's coming back. Nice play, just a 4 straight down. 4 being the 4 back, just straight down through the seam. Zach jumped a little early. Yeah, Zach jumped early, but let's see if we can overcome.
Pre-snap penalty. We'll put it back to the 47-yard line. 46-yard line, rather. And Geneseo needs to get to the 34, so they're looking to They get 12 yards. It'll be a first down. Nathan Beneke wide to the left. Pistol formation for Brooker. Rolling out to the right, looking downfield, puts it up in the air. Pischke's there, goes up high, makes the catch for a first down inside the 20, and they'll mark it at the 17.
That was a beautiful catch and throw and catch. I guess you got to throw it before you catch it. But looked like it was going to possibly another overthrow, but Pischke went up high with both hands. That's one of the keys with that. You always try to tell guys you got to go to catch the ball at its highest point with both hands, able to secure it, bring it down, and move the chains. That's great to see.
About a 30-yard pass play on that from Brooker to Pischke, and Geneseo's in business. 1st and 10 in the red zone at the Cavs 17-yard line. McAvoy up the middle to the 10, down to the 5-yard line. It's a Geneseo first down with 8.5 minutes to play before halftime. 7-0 Geneseo.
Right, well, they found something they like with that fullback trap, and once again, he's having more success when we go to our jet motion as opposed to a sweep motion. I'm not sure. Maybe it might be something with the LP linebackers moving out of there when they see the jet. You know, that's something they're supposed to do. But very nice, very nice.
Football between the hashes, 5 yards away from pay dirt. McAvoy lining up behind Jaron Brooker at that fullback position. Colton Pischke right next to him to the left. It's Olsen to that left side to about the 3-yard line. So he's 2nd down and goal from the 3.
Yep, second back through. Sometimes, you know, yardage comes hard to, it's hard to come by when you're inside the 5. But just keep plugging away. You know, the offensive lineman got to understand that everybody needs to score. In other words, the lineman, you need to block all the way into the end zone. If you do that, you're going to have success.
Geneseo is going to take a timeout on this 2nd down and 3 play as the football's at the 3-yard line. 7:39 to play in the first half. Geneseo 7, LaSalle-Peru 0. Geneseo looking to get not only their first win at home here this season, Pat, but first conference win too. So last hurrah between these two teams. I don't know when the next time they'll play. I mean, I think it was 1981. They've played every year since then through back in your day, the NCIC. Right. And there's been some really close games. I know we've had a winning streak going there for a while against LP, and we kind of broke that in 2009 with this questionable field goal that they won on. I'm still getting a little mad about that, but maybe after 10 years I'll get over it.
That game made national news because it's the first time LP had beaten Geneseo in 80-some-odd years. So, yeah, it made national news.
Back to action here to the present. And it's 2nd and goal for the Green Machine at the 3-yard line after the Geneseo timeout. They'll toss it. This is Pischke to the right. He's got an opening. He's into the end zone. It's a Geneseo touchdown. The Green Machine extends their lead to 13-0. Cue the fireworks.
Love them fireworks. Hope we get to hear it a lot more yet tonight.
Geneseo working with a short field there. They end up with a touchdown from Colton Pischke, and senior kicker Carson Coquette to tack on the extra point. He puts it up and over. It's good. Into the Geneseo Machine Shed. That's what they call the middle school students area. And it's 14-0. Geneseo, 7:34 to play in the first half.
Oh, very nice drive. You know, we get, once again, we start at their, on the LP side of the 50. So, and it's a lot easier, it is just difficult to go 80 yards without making a mistake. And when you only have to go 45, even though we made a mistake, we were able to overcome it. We had the 5-yard penalty that set us back behind the chains. But I've got 7 plays for 44 yards. but 19 were on the rush and 30 were on that pass to Pischke. That's the big play on 3rd and long. That was the big play.
Well, the Green Machine making the big plays here tonight when they need it, and that's why they're up 14-0. The defense right now with the shutout going, they like to keep that going for the rest of the night. And we're ready to restart the game with Carson Coquette ready to send it down to the south end zone. Here's his kick. He'll pop it up to about the 25, and it's caught and returned to the 33. And on the tackle is Dominic DeBooth, number 33.
You know, that's the other big thing about scoring first is you take LP out of this game. You know, they come in here with 3-2 record. They're thinking, here's a chance, you know, get to 4-2 and then only need one more win for become playoff eligible. But, you know, you get them down early in hopes that they quit. I have my doubts that they will because of the rivalry that it is. But just keep pounding them.
We'll start from the 33, down by 14 to throw with pressure. Beneke in on the rush, and the pass is thrown away, incomplete, not really near a receiver, and it'll just go as an incomplete pass. No penalty there for grounding.
Right, after interception, the best pass defense in the world is sack, and Beneke applying a little pressure from, I know he's an outside linebacker, but he was up at a defensive end spot, and you forced quarterback out of the pocket, make a throw on the run. It's a lot more difficult to do that. Putting pressure on that quarterback, making him run, getting guys in his face. That's huge. It's difficult to overcome as a quarterback.
Cavs will spread it out. 2nd down and 10. Clock stops. 7:23 to play in the first half. 14-0 Geneseo. Kuppenschmid's pass is caught at around the 37-yard line. Short gain there as Geneseo kept the receiver in front of him, and it's a 4-yard pass play.
You said the key words there, kept the receiver in front of them so they can't break loose down the sidelines. And in this case, they throw it to the short side, and then you've got 4 or 5 guys on him right away, which is very helpful.
I like that Blake Langen comes all the way down from his defensive tackle position to make the tackle.
You bet, and you have to chase that thing down, because if he breaks free and you're not there, he's good for another 10 yards. So you always got to play to the whistle.
Clock is running under 7 minutes now. 3rd and 7 for the Cavs. Rolling out. Kuppenschmid, his pass is going to be caught for a first down right in front of us at the 45-yard line. Tight coverage there from Colton Pischke, but a well-placed pass.
Right. Kuppenschmid, did I say that right? You know, he's got a great arm, and rolling out to his left, throwing back across his body. That's a nice throw there. First down for them.
Yeah, I think their quarterback last week probably had maybe 3 touchdown passes. I mean, maybe 4. They had scored 33 points and a loss to Rochelle. 1st and 10 from their 46. Kuppenschmid, long pass, seam route, and just led his receiver about a yard too far as he split between the safety and the corner, and he was open.
I'm not sure if there's any miscommunication in coverage there, but he was wide open down the seam. Need to make sure we get that one taken care of.
So that'll put the Cavs at a 2nd down and 10 with 6:31 to play in the 2nd quarter. The score, Geneseo 14. Cavaliers are being shut out. No points on the board. Quarterback under center. And read option, quarterback keeper for Kuppenschmid across the 50 to the Geneseo 48-yard line.
Right, you hit it right on. That's definitely a read option. He pulled that ball from the fullback and then kept himself. The one thing with that, he didn't have a pitch back with him, so it was just him by himself out there. And then it just becomes hit the quarterback as hard as you can.
6 minutes to go before half. Geneseo 14, LaSalle-Peru 0. Cavaliers with the ball at the Geneseo 47-yard line. Receivers left and right, double wing formation, and quarterback rolling out. Kuppenschmid, he'll throw to the sidelines and be caught. Looks like a first down as the receiver makes the catch at the 42, then kind of came back towards the 45, but they'll give him forward progress where he caught the ball at the 42, and they'll move the chains for the Cavaliers.
Right, big key there is Zach Olson, though, kept him in front and didn't allow any more yardage after the catch. You know, they'll get the first down, congratulations, but you live to play another day by making sure the wide receiver goes down where he caught the ball.
Cavs are moving it. They are a team that have scored some points this year, even though they got shut out in game number 1 against Morton. They have at the Geneseo 42-yard line. Quarterback kind of stumbling as he steps back. He's in trouble, and his pass is somehow caught in a crowd. Kind of fell in the guy's lap as Peyton Clausen had pressure coming in on the quarterback, and Cooper Schmidt got it away. Kind of a jump ball, kind of like that old game 500 when you throw it up. And it fell in the lap of Jesse Cassis.
Actually, the ball was actually tipped by Dominic DeBoof and into the hands of the receiver. Good heads up. It's usually the defensive backs that do tip drill, but the receiver did a nice job of focusing on the ball. Break for them.
So they have at the Geneseo 29-yard line, 1st and 10, 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Geneseo up by 14. They hand it off to their fullback, bouncing around at the line of scrimmage, finally brought down for no gain.
All right, fullback did a really nice job. He should have been down for a 2-yard loss, but able to break not just 1 but 2 tackles and turn it into just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, all right, are they going to just resort to throwing? But obviously not. They're going to try to stay patient and still run the ball every now and then. However, now I'm expecting them to throw.
Nick Krolak, the running back for Cavaliers, no gain on that play. 2nd and 10, quarterback read option, and Geneseo reading it very well. Maybe a yard on the play. He's 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Cavaliers. They still have 3 timeouts left. They will choose to let the clock roll here, down to 4 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah, once you see him come out though in the double tight, double wing, or what we call our ace formation, you know, less chance. That's more of a running formation. So once you saw the formation, doesn't surprise me that they're running the ball. But going more to the read option where Cooper Schmidt is trying to make a play from his quarterback spot.
Play clock down to 10 as the Cavaliers come up to the line at the Geneseo 28, 3rd and 9. And there's a pre-snap penalty. Looks like the Cavs got a little anxious as Geneseo started to show blitz from their linebackers, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Cavaliers.
Right, so now I'm almost guaranteeing a throw with 3rd and double digits, so 3rd and 13. I think the receiver at the top of the screen, or at the top of the formation, is the one who jumped.
Ball back to the 33-yard line. Cavaliers break the huddle. They come up the line, 3rd and 14. Clock moving, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second quarter. 14-point lead for Geneseo. Dropping back, Cooper Schmidt passing, and it is intercepted by Geneseo inside the 15 by Billy Cosgrave.
Billy Cosgrave played that textbook. He had the receiver on his hip, and he was to the inside. There's no way that receiver catches that ball. He was stride for stride with him, turned his head, found the ball, and Billy just, all he had to do was make sure he caught that. So well done defense, well done Billy. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We still put a quick drive together.
2 timeouts left for the Geneseo offense. They've got a pair of touchdowns in this game tonight, leading by 14. And back to action, and Geneseo jumping before the snap of the ball, and there's a 5-yard penalty. A lot of anxious players on offense tonight.
Those are the ones that get you. Those, like you said earlier, the pre-snap penalties are the ones that put you behind the chains.
We'll back them up inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Two tight end formation for Geneseo with wings left and right. And it's Olson hit hard as he gets the ball. He may have fumbled the ball.
Yep, he was bobbling the ball when he was coming across the line of scrimmage.
And they say it's LP's ball. Take a look at that. Oh yeah, it came out. Never tucked it away, and it bounced off of him, and LP has it at the Geneseo 9-yard line. So both teams now with the turnover apiece. And Geneseo trying to keep the Cavaliers off the scoreboard here. The very short field inside the 10.
Opportunity right there, just missed opportunity there to at least move the ball out and kill the rest of the clock for the half. Now defense got to step up.
Cavaliers come over from the sideline to the line of scrimmage from the Geneseo 9-yard line, with Geneseo leading 14-0. Cooperschmidt runs the option to the left, and a penalty flag thrown as Cooperschmidt goes down at about the 5.
Can't tell if that was a face mask or a holding penalty. Could be either one.
Can't really see anything on a replay. We'll have to go to the field. Face mask. So that'll move the ball up half the distance of the goal line, and it makes it a first down. So now the Cavaliers have it at the Geneseo 3, and 4 plays to try to get it in the last 3 minutes of this first half. Cavaliers come up to the line of scrimmage. First and goal from the Geneseo 3-yard line. Fullback dive to about the 2, and that's it. Well, they haven't blown the whistle yet. Still only got to the 2. And the clock is stopped with 2:35.
They call timeout. It shouldn't be stopped.
Now they
Why is it
indicate,
stopped?
I don't know why it stopped, but now they're saying to rewind it. The clock is on the move. Ball at the 2-yard line for LP on second down.
Okay, that's one initial stand by the defensive line. I wouldn't be surprised if they run something similar, but this time the quarterback pull it.
Lining it up on second and goal from the 2, and there's a whistle before the snap of the ball. Looks like we've got a timeout being called. Geneseo's going to take their second timeout of the half. That'll leave them with 1. And they'll get defensive coordinator Anthony Rome out there to talk to his defensive team.
You know, right now LP has shown that they can throw the ball and run the ball, so that makes it a little more difficult for a defensive coordinator, you know, down here. The one thing though, if they want to throw the ball, they don't have a lot of room to work with for your wideout. So, but if you don't stop the run, you don't have to worry about stopping the pass. So, I mean, you got to play, in my mind, down here on second and goal to 2, you got to play run first.
Cavaliers recovering a Geneseo fumble at the 9, and they have it at the 2-yard line now. Second down coming up. Geneseo with the lead, 14-0. And the Geneseo defense trying to keep the Cavs off the scoreboard here in their homecoming game. Cavs come from the sideline straight to the line of scrimmage on second and 2, ready to go. Cooperschmidt's going to keep it himself. He's hit immediately after faking to the fullback. Alex McAvoy darting in there. Getting some help, I think, from Blake Langan as they keep the Cavs out of the end zone. It'll be third and goal just inside the 2.
Yeah, nice play by Alex, shooting in from a defensive tackle spot, making sure Cooperschmidt doesn't get into the end zone there. Probably a gain of about a half yard. Now look for them to go outside with either a run or quarterback, something sprint out to give them a run pass option.
Clock is moving in this second quarter. A minute and a half to go before halftime. 14-0 Geneseo. Third and goal just inside the 2-yard line for the Cavaliers. Quarterback keeper sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. Right. So the Cavaliers go very only 9 yards here to get into the end zone after a Geneseo fumble. And they're trying to cut this lead into half now, pending the extra point.
Right, by formation and by motion, they had most everybody thinking that they were going to the outside to the right, but nice play by them, coming quarterback sneak, getting in behind a couple of those linemen, kind of like what's called old-fashioned wedge block, shoulder to shoulder, foot to foot, and just follow those guys into the end zone.
So they will kick the extra point, waiting for the Cavs to get set up. Their kicker marking it off. Drake Weber. And here's his try as he sends it into the scoreboard, I think. And it is good, 14-7.
That's unfortunate because, like I said, you had a chance to eat up the rest of the clock and take care of, get yourself out of the half with a 14-0 lead. Now you give the ball right back to them. It's 14-7, and they get the ball to start the second half. So, not sure if we'll try to do anything with this last minute and 25 seconds of the first half, but remains to be seen. If we get a decent enough return, I would say yes, we'll try something.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody kick an extra point and hit the scoreboard at the same time, with it being good.
Right. Yeah.
What type of angle did he take there?
No idea.
I think he didn't knock out one of the lights. Minute 25 to play before halftime. Of course, coming up at halftime, we've got the homecoming court being introduced. We've got the Maplettes. We've got the high school marching band. We might even see a Chinese dragon out here. I don't know. That's the rumor. So stay tuned.
So you're saying there's lots of stuff going on at halftime?
There is. So don't go away. Geneseo will have about 90 seconds to work with here to end the half as the kickoff comes down to Geneseo at the 10-yard line. This is Mason Jones to the 35. He's tripped up, and he had some room to run if he got by that defender. Good return anyway, and a penalty flag down back at around the 30.
Yeah, that would have been pretty. Just got clipped, just got ankle picked.
Pushing the back for Geneseo. Saw that on the our delayed replay. Geneseo with one timeout left in the last minute and 20 seconds. They are up by a touchdown, 14-7. And this will get back to the 20-yard line.
I know it's only a spot foul, it's a 10-yard penalty, but really it's a 20-yard penalty here because Mason was out past the 40, and now we, instead of being out to the 40, we're starting at the 20.
Olsen and Pischke will start the wings. It's Olsen coming down the line in motion, and it's McAvoy, the fullback, with the call. Alex takes the pile forward to about the 24-yard line. 4-yard run.
With the ball out by the 40, you may become a little more aggressive with your offensive play column, but now at the 20, you get a little conservative. Hope they can break a big one and then take a couple attempts at the end zone.
LP with 3 timeouts left. They'll let the clock continue to run with Geneseo controlling the offense here. 2nd down and 6 from the 24-yard line. Toss it out to Olsen coming out to the left end. Dives forward to the 30. Looks like he has the first down for Geneseo. So he kind of came down kind of awkwardly, being hit. And they'll stop the clock with 35 seconds just to move the chains. Get them set, and they'll wind it here. And there's the whistle as Geneseo brings in their tight end. Tucker Ziegenhorn will bring the play into Brooker, and they'll snap the football here with about 20 seconds to play in the half. McAvoy, left tackle to the 34 with 10 seconds to play in the first half, and that might be it. And that'll do it. So Geneseo dominating for most of this first half. They lead it over the Cavaliers of LaSalle-Peru at halftime. It's 14-7 Geneseo.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
will be Duda and Gloria Herzog. Kobe is the son of American Captain Duda of Geneseo. He is a member of the football and basketball teams. Kobe likes to eat food, street code, guild stuff, swimming play, and his dog, Maverick. Gloria is the daughter of Jim and Jean Herzog of Geneseo. She's on the tennis, basketball, and soccer teams. She's also a member of the Student Library Advisory Panel and choir. In her free time, Gloria likes to read, watch YouTube videos, and attend Geneseo sporting events with her friends. Ladies and gentlemen, the freshman attendance. Let's start the sophomore attendance. Sebastian Einenfeld and Evie Wilson. Sebastian is the son of Dakota and Amber Einenfeld of Corona. He's on the soccer, bowling, and track team. In his spare time, Sebastian likes to water ski with the backwater gamblers. He also likes to hang out with his friends, play sports, and video games with his Xbox. Evie is the daughter of Ryan and Kristen Wilson of Geneseo. She's a member of cheerleading, gymnastics, and the track team. In her spare time, she likes hanging out with her friends, going to movies, reading, baking, and scrapbooking. Ladies and gentlemen, the sophomore attendance. Next up, the junior attendants, Danny Ford and Ava Beeman. Danny is the son of Scott and Beth Ford of Geneseo. He is a member of the golf and tennis team. He is also president of the Bass Fishing Club. In his spare time, Danny likes fishing and hanging out with the boys. Ava is the daughter of Ryan and Rachel Beeman of Geneseo. She's on the tennis and the softball teams. She's also involved in the Student Library Advisory Panel and the Student Council. She's employed at the Geneseo Park District, and in her spare time, she enjoys fishing, reading, spending time with her friends, and thrifting. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the junior attendants. Next up, senior attendants, Lord and Lady. Colton Pischke and Hannah Gilman. Colton is the son of Mark and Melissa Pischke of Geneseo. He's on the football and golf teams. In the summer, he referees youth soccer, and in his free time, Colton likes to ski in the winter and hang out with his friends. Hannah is the daughter of Scott and Angela Himmelman of Geneseo. She's on the volleyball, basketball, and the softball teams. She's also a member of the Student Council. She's also involved with the Fellowship of Fast Christian Athletes and the FCA Leadership Team, TFCA, and Link Crew. Hannah is employed at the Geneseo Park District, and in his spare time, Hannah enjoys hanging out with friends, watching Netflix and reading. Hannah this evening is being escorted by her mother, Angela. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Lord and Lady. Next up, Duke and Duchess, Zach Olson and Rachel Daniels. Zach is the son of Dan and Carlene Olson of Corona. She's on the football and baseball teams and a member of the Student Council, Student Welfare and Advisory Committee, Link Crew, and president of the senior class. Zach also enjoys hiking, fishing, biking, and hanging out with the bros. Rachel is the daughter of Tom and Becky Daniels of Geneseo. She's on the volleyball and soccer teams. Rachel is a member of the Student Council, Link Crew, and band. She's also involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and the FCA Leadership Team, TFCA. Rachel enjoys reading, hanging out with her friends, eating Whitey's ice cream, and listening to her favorite artist, Taylor Swift. Rachel is being escorted by her father, Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Duke and Duchess. And finally, our He is a member of the Student Council, Link Crew, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. In his spare time, he likes to hang out with his friends. Avery is the daughter of Brett and Michelle Spranger of Geneseo. She's on the golf and track teams as well as a basketball manager. Avery is involved in the Scholastic Bowl, Link Crew, the Key Club, Student Welfare Advisory Committee, and the Spring Musical. She is the Student Council Secretary and Vice President of her class. She's employed at the Ugly Duckling and Urban Farmhouse here in town. Avery is being escorted by his father, Brett. Ladies and gentlemen, escort King Queen.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
Well, the teams are out here for the second half now, and after a long halftime with the Maplettes, the band, and the homecoming court being announced, we are set for football. It's Geneseo 14, LaSalle-Peru 7, and Geneseo is going to get the ball again. I thought we started off with the football in the first half, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Must have been some miscommunication by LP. LP must. The only way that could happen, well, there's a number of ways, but the main way is LP won the toss and chose to defend a goal kick first. But
here we go.
You don't see this happen very often.
Well, we'll gladly take the ball. This one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and so Geneseo will start at the 20-yard line. So, yeah, I'm not sure what transpired there, but you know, you usually don't see a team getting the ball at start of both halves.
Right. Yep. No do-overs. Here we go. We got the ball. Let's go. Let's go score.
Geneseo with 2 touchdowns in that first half. A long touchdown pass from Jaron Brooker to Zach Olson, 65 yards. Most of that after the catch by Zach, and then Colton Pischke with a short touchdown run. LP scoring late in the second quarter on a quarterback sneak. Geneseo with the ball. 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. They'll toss it back to Olson. He's hit in the backfield. Falls forward to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Right, LP was able to turn him inside in a hurry, and then they had the fill guys right there to limit him to no gain.
Geneseo's going to shuffle the play in here with Jerry Green, junior tight end, number 24. And 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Green Machine offense. Pischke in motion off the wing, and it'll be McAvoy, the fullback, getting the call. And he takes half the LP defense with him over the 30-yard line to the 33. It's a Geneseo first down.
Now that is fun to watch. You love it when a fullback gets on a roll, just keeps his feet moving and carries a couple guys with him. You know, after the first down play, not getting anything, and then gaining 13 yards with your fullback. The last 5 of it with guys on his back. That's sweet. That's fun to watch.
Geneseo quickly to the line of scrimmage with 1 minute gone by here in the third quarter. Still 14-7 Geneseo on first down. It's Colton Pischke hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He's pushed back.
That's the play we opened the game with. A little misdirection power, fake to the fullback going left, and hand it back to the two-back going to the right.
Second down and 9, a 1-yard gain by Pischke. Olsen's in a lineup on the wing to the right, Pischke wing left, and Alex McAvoy behind Brooker. And it's an option play to the left. Pitch it back to Olsen. He's at the 45, the 50, down to the 40, and finally taken out of bounds on the Geneseo sideline. 2 flags where that pitch was made.
Right, I think they're going to get Colton Pischke for either a hold or a block in the back. You watch it here on the replay. Yeah, he kind of drug the guy down. 3 different flags, 3 different officials saw it. That's too bad. That brings it back quite a ways.
Referee mic'd up and let the crowd know who did the penalty. Usually you don't call out a guy, do you?
Well, sometimes the officials are given the option. The officials are given the option. It's up to them if they want to call out the number or not. But it's not usually. They don't usually do that.
Backs Geneseo up, 2nd and 20. Brooker to throw. He's got pressure. Gets away, throws it, and it is complete at the midfield to the 40-yard line. It's Pischke to the 20, the 10, into the end zone, touchdown. I don't see any flags. This one's going to hold up. It'll be a Geneseo touchdown. '77-yard touchdown pass, Jaron Brooker to Colton Pischke. And Geneseo goes up 20-7 in this third quarter with 9:58 to play in the third.
Very nice job by Jaron getting away from pressure. It looked like he was wrapped up, and actually looked like a missed face mask call on him at about the 20-yard line, so or 20 or 15-yard line. But nice job staying focused, keeping his head about him, and then finding Pischke there wide open in the middle of the field. Well done, gentlemen. That's a great way to start the second half. We don't know why we had the ball there to start the second half, but we're not arguing.
Turns out to be points. 21-7, up by 14 now, and Jaron put that ball in a good spot. As Pischke and Brooker have connected twice tonight on pass plays. This one goes for a touchdown.
Yep, that's a little bit longer than the touchdown pass he had earlier. 2 touchdown passes in the same game. I don't know if we've seen that this year or not.
I don't think so. And I know Colton Pischke's got over 100 yards receiving. You don't see that often either from a Geneseo running back.
Exactly. So, hey, defense, we got exactly what we wanted. We scored with, to start the second half. We're up 2 scores. Now defense needs to stop right here, and let's see if we can start tacking on.
Ready to restart the game is number 30, Carson Coquit. He's got the ball on the tee at the 40, kicking to the north end zone, right to left. We'll punch it up in the air. It'll come down, hit the turf at the 28, and scooped up by LP. And not much of a return there out to the 32-yard line.
He actually made a really nice play on that. That's a tough pickup. That hit the ground. He picked that up off his ankles. Because if he messes that up, there's no LP guys around there, and there's 3 Geneseo guys right on top of him. We get the ball back again, but he made a really nice play. That's the same guy who had their first down running back across the field.
Right. Peyton Clausen came down, made the tackle along with number 65 for Geneseo. And it's the Cavs starting from their 32. Geneseo up by 14 points, 21-7 here in the third quarter, 10 minutes to play. Cooper Schmid to throw, flush from the pocket. He's going to have to turn it upfield and get some yards on the ground as he runs out of bounds on the LP sideline. They'll mark him out about the 38.
Yeah, somebody lost outside contain on that short side.
About a 7-yard run, 6-yard run for Cooper Schmid.
That's a nice little block on the back there. But
don't you just love that little replay we got going up here? The delay.
I do.
Delay monitor up here. 2nd down and 4. Fullback dive, looking for that first down. He's close.
Going back to the read, you remember in the first half, he gave the ball the first few times and then started keeping it towards the end, trying to make a big play, make something happen. But, you know, when you're a quarterback and you're running that read option, you just got to read whatever the tackle does and then do the opposite.
9:15 to play in the 3rd. Geneseo up 21-7. Cavaliers 3rd and less than a yard from their own 42. Quarterback read option. Beneke gets to the quarterback. This will be a loss on the play. Back around the 38-yard line.
That is a fantastic job by Nathan Beneke. When you're defending the option like this, your tackles and your linebackers and your inside linebackers have the dive back, in this case number 7. And your ends and your outside linebackers have the quarterback, and then your corners have the cornerback has your pitch back, and everybody's got to do their job. I mean, what they'll do is they'll do what's called a 3-ball drill, where everybody has a football, but then after a while they take 2 of the footballs away and start mixing it up, so to make sure guys are staying disciplined and doing their job. That was well done right there.
LP's in a punt. For a moment, it looks like they were talking about maybe going for it, but they'll kick it away here on 4th and 3. And fair catch called and made by Zach Olson at the 29-yard line. Geneseo has the ball back, and they're up by 2 scores, 21-7, with 8:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. Well, a good start for the second half for Geneseo. The first 4 minutes here with a touchdown and a 3 and out on defense to stop the Cavaliers.
All right, Zach made a nice catch on that. Like you talked about the first punt, you know, that ball is kind of knuckling down there. It's not a normal spiral or end-over-end kick. It's like a knuckleball, and just moving from side to side. Zach made a nice job hanging on to that.
Kind of a rugby-style punter for LP. See a lot of teams doing that now. Toss back to Olson, and he's brought down from behind by the ankles, able to get out to the 33-yard line. 4-yard run for Olson.
We said earlier, 4 yards is a good thing. Way back in high school, I had a guy named Ron Clary as a math teacher, and he said, he was also a football coach, and he said, I can do the math. If we gain 3 yards every play, we're going to score a touchdown at some point. So it, you know, 1st and 10, 3rd and 7, 2nd and 4, 4th and 1, and then 1st down.
Right now, 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard gain. Full house backfield for Geneseo on this 2nd down call. It goes to Olson again, and Olson to the 37. Manageable for 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 2 for the Green Machine offense.
Right, different from power. That's the belly 48, the second back through, hoping that you can, you know, normally if you see the full house backfield, that wishbone, the outside linebackers will think power and possibly step down inside, and then you give it to the second back through, and hopefully they're out of position. Also, you get them in a position that's easier to block, the better angle to get him blocked. So
3rd and 2. LP really tightens it up on the defensive line, and it's McAvoy with a crease to midfield, and it's the safety coming up and making another solo tackle, or else Alex was on his way to the end zone.
Yeah, it's like we said earlier, in the first half you run that safety over. This time he was running by the safety, but LaSalle-Peru has taken their tackles and moved them down to what's called an eagle look. So now they're over top the guards instead of over top the tackles. And running that 37 power, that gets Alex out an extra gap, extra hole, and you saw the result.
It's a 1st down for Geneseo at the LP 47, up 21-7 in the 3rd quarter. Back to McAvoy. He gets free again, and he's down to the 31-yard line, a 16-yard run for the Geneseo fullback.
Same exact thing. Now this time the tackles went out to cover the tackle, so now we're running the inside, the 6 hole instead of the 7 hole. And instead of running over the safety's kind of standing there waiting to get run over. He tries to straight arm and run by him for an extra 4 yards. So well done.
6.5 minutes to play in the 3rd. 21-7 Geneseo. Green Machine with the football. Back to McAvoy. Why not? And Alex inside the 30 to the 29 will give him 2 yards on that play.
All right, that time it's more of a 33 power following the 4-back into the 3-hole. It'd be really nice if Brooker can call that at the line of scrimmage to determine whether to run him inside in the defensive A gap or run him outside in the defensive C gap or B gap.
Waiting for haven't won the clock yet here on 2nd down and 8. Now they have. They're waiting. Equipment problem or something out there, but we're ready to go. 2nd down and 8 for Geneseo inside the 30-yard line. 2nd back through. This is Zach Olson. Squirts forward to the 23, and he's going to be about 2 yards short of the 1st down.
Very nice. You know, you've had success with the fullback the last 3 plays. Come back to the 2nd back through and gain another 6.
Geneseo on the move, up by 14 points in this 3rd quarter. After a long touchdown pass from Jaron Brooker to Colton Pischke of 77 yards. Keeping this drive going. 3rd down and 2 from the LP 23-yard line. Brooker option left. He'll pitch it to Olson. Olson hit at around the 25. He will not get the 1st down. May have lost a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down and 3 for Geneseo with 5 minutes to play in the 3rd.
That time LP took out the safety and added an extra lineman, and now they ran a 6-3 defense to get a little bit more meat up front. And then that's a difficult block when you're trying to block the cornerback on option. It's very difficult because you can't hold him, you can't reach for him. You know, you just want to kind of stalk block him or shield him, and you got to, you know, you're out there for 4 seconds, and it's just almost impossible to make that block. So there's a couple things you can do to offset that, but you know, now we got big 4th down play, 4th and what are they calling it, 4th and 4. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Probably calling a timeout.
Call a timeout. Let's start with that, and then I'll give you a little more time to think.
Yeah.
And look at your options.
Yeah.
You have a 14-point lead here. Geneseo up 21-7. 4:43 to play in the 3rd. And you get the ball at the Cavalier 24-yard line. You want to try a field goal? That's 41 yards. That's a long one.
That's a long one. High school football. It's impressive if high schoolers can make that, especially with any type of consistency. But I know 8th grade football, I'm calling no play. So you mess up, you know, maybe they jump. If they don't jump, then we're calling timeout and thinking about it. But yep, big play here. Big play. Well, maybe some type of a counter, some type of misdirection.
Alex McAvoy's a lot of yards on this drive for Geneseo. Maybe it goes to him. We're ready to go from the 24-yard line. 4th and 4. Brooker to throw, pressure from the backside, lets it go, and it is going to be intercepted at the 5-yard line by LP. Returned out to the 15. And still loose to the 18-yard line. So the Green Machine will turn it over.
Well,
the results is net 6 yards.
Right, I'm glad he intercepted it. Yeah, I wish we could have got the tackle at the 15 instead of the 18, but really glad he intercepted it. Puts them down inside the 20. Sure would have been nice to get a score there, obviously. Put them up 3 scores, and now you've made them a one-dimensional offense.
Yeah. Jaron getting hit as he was throwing the ball, kind of lost a little bit on that pass, I think.
Yep,
otherwise, it would have got into the end zone, I think. Would have had a shot for it. Cavaliers 3 and out in their last possession. And their quarterback coming in late here to line up behind the center on 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. He's going to go and pass and throws it away. About hit the official coming down the near sideline.
Who's he throwing it to? That's the question.
I don't know.
There's no out of the pocket, outside the tackle box in high school football.
I think the officials are talking here at the 20-yard line. And I think they might throw a flag here. There they go.
There it is.
So Cooper Schmidt's going to be called for intentional grounding.
Number 4 offense. 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Loss of down. 2nd down.
Had one of those earlier in the first half. I thought he just threw it away too, but he had a receiver that was in the vicinity. This time there was nobody there.
Right, that receiver who was there originally had taken off and tried to run past the cornerback on the sideline. So, hey, we'll take it, because that's the best part about that. That's loss. It's a spot foul, and then it's loss of down.
So it puts the Cavaliers back to the 9-yard line, and looks like it's 2nd down and 20. Cooper Schmidt rolls to the left. The right-handed quarterback's going to throw it, and it is incomplete. Trying to get maybe a chance to intercept that ball was Zach Olson. Took a dive for it, and it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up now for the Cavaliers with 4:17 to play in the third. Geneseo up 21-7 over LP.
Yeah, it's almost 3rd and 20, so you can't automatically expect pass, although with LP's offense, you could tell they're confident with their throwing game. But, you know, maybe you send an extra guy here, just tee off on the quarterback.
That incomplete pass stops the clock. 4 minutes and 17 seconds. 3rd down, about 20. And the Cavaliers will try to run it with the Cooper Schmidt. Kind of a safe play there. Out to the 11, and that bringing the punt team.
Actually, I think that play, that was a design to go to the offensive left side. Like he was going to run counter coming back, but there's enough push by the left side of the Geneseo defensive line that he was unable to hand the ball off. So good series defense. You know, we should get pretty good field position here in for our next drive.
Cavaliers will have their punter in the end zone, and it's Pischke and Olson at the 40-yard line. Clock running down, 3:30 to play in the third. Geneseo up by 14. They'll get the football back. Put a little pressure on the punter, gets it away.
Get outside.
It's Olson at the 40, to his right to the 35, and is tackled at the 30-yard line on the LP sideline.
I like what Zach did there. He's going to try to beat. If he beats number 5, gets around that edge, he's gone. He's I'm not sure he's gone, but he's got a whole lot of yardage there. 5 pretty quick. Did a nice job getting Zach to the ground. But hey, we start at the 30-yard line. Most definitely need to get paid here.
Geneseo with a touchdown pass in this quarter, extending their lead from 14 to 21. That's 21-7 right now. As they line it up, heading to the north end zone. Olson comes in motion behind McAvoy, and Alex, the fullback, gets the call. He stood up. Short run out to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
I think LP's defense is aware who Alex McAvoy is right now, and they're making sure they take care of him first.
Well, they focus in on him. It's going to open things up for the wingback and the tailback for Geneseo. Second down and 8. Geneseo with the ball at the Cavalier 28-yard line. Option play. Brooker's going to turn it upfield. Pitch was not there, and Jaron gets tackled at the 27. So it's 3rd and long coming up for Geneseo.
I think that's a good choice by Jaron. There was a cornerback out here ready to wrap up Colton, or ready to wrap up Zach Olson if he had pitched the ball. And just a little ankle pick. That's about the 3rd or 4th one tonight that I've seen, where just a little ankle pick gets our guy to the ground. So we're very close to breaking some of those.
Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the third. Geneseo leading LaSalle-Peru 21-7 here at Bob Reed Field. Billy Cosgrave in the game. He's wide right on this 3rd and 7 from the Cavalier 27. They'll run it with McAvoy off the left side. Alex lunging towards the 20.
He's going to be close.
He knew where that down marker was. He was trying to get to it.
Right, just a little bit short. Guy had him around the ankles. That's nice. Going back to the weak side, we had overload on the right side. We had the end over and a tackle over, so we're going back to the weak side, the short side, and almost just come up short.
4th down and a yard from the Cavalier 21. Geneseo up by 14 points. as the third quarter is down to a minute to go. Toss it out to Colton Pischke. Can he get it? First down, Geneseo, as he gets to the 19.
Nice job just cutting that right back up and getting the first down. I don't think he could have made it to the sideline and got around the edge. So in that situation, you just get what you can, make sure you get your first down, and you get the new set of downs.
Geneseo in the red zone now at the 19-yard line. Get Eric Stenzel in the game, number 88, brings the play in as Geneseo gets ready to snap this on 1st and 10. It's McAvoy with the call. McAvoy reaching out with the football across the 15 to the 14-yard line. 5-yard run. Clock down to 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gonna be time for one more play. Get a 15-yard touchdown run here. Let's close out the quarter this way.
That'd be very nice.
Second back, it's Olsen, leaps over the pile, cuts it back, and is taken down at the 6-yard line. It'll be a Geneseo first down with 10 seconds to play in the third. And I think Geneseo's content with letting the last 10 seconds run out as the offensive group comes over to the sideline. Right. And the final seconds will tick away here in the third. So Geneseo adds another touchdown on their opening drive of the third quarter. Long touchdown pass, and at the end of the third quarter, it's the Geneseo Green Machine 21, the LaSalle-Peru Cavaliers 7.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
Ready to start the fourth quarter homecoming here in Geneseo, and right now the home team enjoying a 14-point lead. 21-7 to score. Geneseo on top of LaSalle-Peru, and Geneseo looking to add to that score as they have it first and goal at the 6.
That'd be, very nice. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily put the game away, but it would limit what LP can do on offense.
Ready to go here, Jaron Brooker, senior quarterback. Olsen crashing off the left side. He will spin his way forward for an additional yard down to about the 3.
That was second back through out of the wishbone formation. Hoping that people are really biting on Alex now with all the success he's had tonight.
Yeah, he's due to get this touchdown. Just get it in the end zone, but it'd be nice to see Alex get one right up the middle here. From the 4-yard line, second and goal. It's Pischke. He stood up probably about to the 2-yard line, and Geneseo's going to be looking at a third and goal from about the 3.
This is where it comes down the offensive lineman. You got to win your battle with the guy across from you. We talked about earlier how everybody needs a score here. You need to take and have a 4-yard block here, putting your guy a yard deep into the end zone. Let the back just walk in, but it's a sense of pride here. Just beat the man across from you, win the battle.
On third down from the Cavalier 3-yard line, McAvoy left side. He's close. And he is down to about the 1 foot line, inside the 1.
Going to be fourth and a half yard.
We have a penalty on this? I thought I saw a flag come in.
Offense number 25. 10 yards from foul. They're down.
10-yard hold penalty on Geneseo. I thought I saw a flag come in there. You see a holding call on that type of play.
Yeah, I don't know.
Back it up to the 11. Now it's 3rd and goal. 10:41 to play in the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Geneseo 21, LP 7. And Geneseo backed up to their own 11-yard line. Option play to the left. Brooker will pitch it to Olsen, and he's tied up at around the 14-yard line. I think we're going to see our field goal team come in, and here comes Carson Coquette and the rest of that unit.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, you got 1st and goal in at the 6 and not able to get 6 points here, but you need to score points.
So this will be a 30-yard field goal attempt for Carson Coquette. Ball set up on the left hash. And his kick, isn't going to get there. Hits the crossbar. Hits the crossbar and it bounces over. It's good. Oh my goodness.
I think it hit almost dead center, you know, and hit the elbow just past the crossbar.
He spun it end over end.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
You know, in the NFL, they have a camera about that spot.
Yes.
You know, he would have probably hit that camera. So 24-7, Geneseo adds 3, and that's now a three-score game at 17 points.
You bet. That's like I said. Now you would assume that LP, being down 3 scores, will want to throw the ball, try to get down the field as fast as possible. You know, pin your ears back and let's go get a quarterback.
9:52 to play in the game. This is when it kind of gets fun for the defense. And Carson's going to kick off here after his 30-yard field goal. T-shirts are coming out, Pat. We prepared.
I think they got one of my size.
Just wonder if they can get it up this far with that slingshot they have. It's dangerous. Kickoff coming down to the 10-yard line. Return to the 30. Beneke on the tackle at the 35.
He's got quite the wingspan. When he wraps a guy up, he doesn't normally let him go.
So Geneseo with 10 points in the second half, a touchdown and a field goal. They go up by 17. Defense tonight played pretty good. They had Cavaliers touchdown, came on just a 9-yard scoring drive on a Geneseo turnover, very short field. Really tough to stop a team from going 9 yards, and that touchdown came late in the first half. Cavaliers start from their 35. They will continue just to keep it on the ground. Geneseo with a nice tackle there, only a short gain of 2. Beneke on the bottom of that pile.
Probably hoping to try to keep Geneseo honest and not able to, you know, and not allowing the defense to just tee off on the quarterback. But if they're serious about winning this ball game, they're not going to be able to run it.
Dominic DeBouf with that tackle as well. 2nd and 9. And there's a whistle before the snap of the ball. And we've got an equipment timeout. Josh Beef, 54, is going to come out. And Eli Allen, number 70.
This might be his first action of the year. He's been coming off of a little leg problem.
Okay. He was quick to get in. He's ready to go. On 2nd and 9. Cooper Schmid's pass is going to be complete at the 41 in front of Mason Jones. Jones with the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the Cavs.
Once again, you hit the key words, in front of, and then we keep them in front and limit the damage. You know, you catch the pass, that's great, but you've got to make sure there's no yards after the catch. The yak, I think is what they call that.
Zach Olson had a huge yak play tonight, about 60 yards on that 65-yard touchdown pass.
You bet.
Colton Pischke had a 50-yarder, one after that one too. So 3rd and 3 for the Cavs from their own 42-yard line. Long pass, incomplete. Coverage over there by Olson, intended for Jesse Cassis, and it'll be 4th down and down by 17. I would expect the Cavaliers would just try to pick this up.
Yeah, Zach was running with him stride for stride. If he would have dropped it into the receiver's pocket, it'd have had to go through Zach to get there. So well covered.
So 4th down and 3. Cavaliers will keep their offense on the field and try to pick up this 1st down as they trail by 3 scores, 24-7 with 8.5 to play in the game. Cooper Schmidt's slant pass is complete at the 50, and the receiver all the way down to the 43-yard line. Billy Cosgrave on the tackle.
Once again, just keep everything in front of you. You got a few yards after the catch, but not enough to score. So
4 receivers now for the Cavs, 2 left, 2 right, single back. Cooper Schmidt to throw to the sideline, and it's dropped. That incomplete pass will stop the clock. 8 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the game. Geneseo 24 and LP 7.
Right. Nathan Beneke right there. He wasn't going anywhere had he caught the ball.
Geneseo looking to pick up their 1st win at home here. And they're looking good with 8 minutes to go. Trying to get back to 500 at 3-3. 2nd and 10 for the Cavs at the 42. They're ready to go as they look at the same formation with 2 receivers on both sides. Quarterback in trouble, steps up, throws it away.
That's what pressure does. Brought brought Beef that time. I know for sure. I was thinking there was a second linebacker coming at him. Yep, there was Peyton Clausen and Beef. Clausen was more of a contained guy, but you put pressure on the quarterback, and you get him. You know, this guy looked like he had a little happy feet there. Just couldn't wait to get rid of the ball. So makes it 3rd and long.
3rd and 10. Quarterback under center. Drop back. He's in trouble. McAvoy there, gets free. Cooper Schmid still running and just takes the easy way out on the LP sideline. It'll be 4th down and 10 for the Cavs.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Boy, you wish Alex could have kept hold of him there. Quarterback, Cooper Schmid did a nice job getting back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he was going to get. But 4th and looks like 11 now.
Counts as a sack, right?
Yeah, because you're running out of bounds, and it's actually Dominic DeBoof that gets credit for that. He was the closest man as he ran out of bounds.
4th down play for the Cavaliers from the Geneseo 43-yard line. Drop back. Has to run out of the pocket, throws, and it is juggled and caught at the 36, about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Geneseo will take over.
Pressure on the quarterback again, threw it before he wanted to, and not far enough for a 1st down. So defense did their job, offense gets the ball back, and now it's time to start salting this thing away.
Billy Cosgrave on the tackle, and Geneseo has it at the 35-yard line. We have 7 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the game. It's 24-7. Geneseo on top by 17. Now just burn some clock as they line it up. McAvoy and Pischke in the backfield, and it's Olson. No, it's McAvoy with the call. And McAvoy over the 40 to the 41-yard line.
McAvoy getting in behind Big Billy Blazer there on that little 36 cross. And this time he kind of felt his way through there. The hole wasn't there right away, and he just kind of kept his head up, found the little crease, and got upfield. Very nice run.
Turns out to be 7 yards.
Yeah.
And puts Geneseo in good position on the second down play. 7 minutes to play in the game, up by 17. McAvoy all the way to the 50-yard line. Another 7 yards for number 31. Alex, his yardage total mounting up in tonight's game.
I wish I had the stats on it, but I'm guessing he's probably over 100 yards at this point.
Ball right at midfield. Almost perfectly spotted in the center of the field, right on that Geneseo G. 1st and 10, Green Machine. Play clock down to 10. Berker's going to take this down as far as he can, where he snaps the ball. They'll run a counter play to Olsen. He's hit in the backfield as he gets the ball. And a loss on the play. And some liberties taken at the whistle. And I think we're going to have a penalty on LP for mixing it up.
Defense brought a lot of pressure up the middle.
Personal foul. No contact to the head. Number 53 defense.
Able to stop Acre in the backfield. However, with the little extracurricular, Geneseo is going to get automatic first down.
So LP would have had Geneseo in a 2nd and 13, and now that penalty results in a first down for the Green Machine. Football will be spotted at the 38-yard line of the Cavs.
I notice we got Colton Pischke down here. Looks like he's working out a cramp. That means Mason Jones is in the ball game at the two-back spot.
I heard Mason Jones is fast.
He is fast. He's fast with and without pads. He's fun to watch when he breaks free.
First down play coming up. They'll snap this with about 6 minutes to play in the game, up by 17. It's McAvoy left side. A couple yards there for Alex to the 37-yard line.
You know, I told you earlier, I think it's fun watching Alex running people over and getting each yards, but I like watching the fast guys too. Not that Alex isn't fast.
We're due to break one here, though, I think.
I would agree at some point.
I mean, I like the 4 or 5 yard runs at a time, but, you know, a 30-yard run, mix that in every once in a while, that's exciting. 2nd down and 8 from the Cavalier 37-yard line. It's Mason Jones, and he's upended at the 33. I think he had some room to the outside.
Yep. You can really tell that ball was coming this way. You had McAvoy offset here to the right, but yeah, I was hoping he would come to the sideline so we could see the burners on.
LP's going to take a timeout here, stopping the clock with 5 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Geneseo up 24-7 with 14 points in the first half and 10 here in the second half.
You know, at this point, like, it's not over. Lots of goofy things have happened in this game, but if we just keep doing our job, taking care of the football, a little ball security, you know, I like our chances to put this thing away. It's, you know, this drive we've taken 2 minutes off the clock already, and we've only went well, thanks to the penalty, we've only went about 35 yards. So we could take another couple minutes off before we score. I'd be okay with that.
Doesn't get any easier for LaSalle-Peru the rest of their season. DeKalb, Sterling, and Morris is how they close out the year.
That's why it was important. That's why this is a big game for them, too. I mean, then maybe sneak one of those other 3 out.
3rd down and 4 for Geneseo. Toss it to Mason Jones, and Jones over the 30. He might have a first down. He needed to get to the 28. That's where they spot it. Chains are on the other side. They'll eyeball it. Yes.
First down.
It's like a survey crew, you know. First down, Geneseo with 5 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the game.
You betcha. Move the chains again. Take your time. I think Jaren's doing a really nice job not snapping that ball until we're under 5 seconds on the play clock. That shows good. That shows really good senior leadership.
Come up the line with 10 seconds on the play clock. take this down, and it's McAvoy just letting the play develop in front of him, and Alex has some positive yards again to the 25. 2nd down and 7 for Geneseo. 4.5 minutes to play in this homecoming football game. Jaron over getting the play from Coach Larry Johnson. They're just having a conversation. All right, now you can go in.
Now you go.
We have 4 minutes when Geneseo snaps this ball on 2nd down and 7 from the Cavalier 25. Can they get another touchdown? It's Mason Jones to the 21-yard line.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Mason here is he isn't afraid to run it up the middle. You know, sometimes those really fast guys would like to do nothing but get outside and see if they can outrun people. But I love it when those fast guys also don't mind a little contact and get themselves up the middle.
3rd down and 3 for Geneseo at the Cav 21. 3.5 minutes to play in the game. The score, Geneseo 24, LP 7. This is again going to end a long series between these two schools. Here's Zach Olson with the crease, has a 1st down to the 16-yard line.
Move the chains.
Move the chains. 3 minutes.
New set of downs, and we can still get another 1st down. So there's the next 2 minutes we just talked about off the clock, just like that. Take another 2, and we're inside a minute.
This might be a case where you might run out of clock before you score. So if you want another touchdown, Green Machine, you better put one in on one of these next couple plays.
That's right. Looks like we're going to let a rundown call timeout just before, with 1 second left on the play clock.
Geneseo with 2 timeouts, and they'll take their leave them with 1, and that will stop the clock. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. So let the home team kind of just enjoy this 17-point lead and little rotation. So you get some seniors that haven't played in this game tonight, haven't played that much. They'll get them in the lineup here and bring the starters off. Smart move there.
You betcha. And I would venture to guess LP doesn't do the same thing. just a guess.
So the Geneseo offense tonight with 24 points. 2 touchdown passes tonight.
Yeah, very, you know, and long touchdown passes, which is nice to see. Looks like Jacob McConnell will take over the quarterback duties.
That doesn't matter. Make sure you got 11 guys out there. They're counting everybody up. And
we just took another timeout.
So now no timeouts left for Geneseo. They have the ball at the 16-yard line. You know, these guys on the field, they want to get a touchdown.
You betcha.
They got to work. They got to work in practice too, just like the other guys.
I see Eli Allen in there. Joe McConnell, Jake's twin brother, is going to be the center. Snap. Kane Miller. Eric Stenzel. Matthew Egan.
So from the 16-yard line, McConnell, the new quarterback, and the snap is fumbled. And did we fall back on it? No indication yet. And it's going to be LP gets the fumble recovery.
That's the one thing you don't want to see, because you just use 2 timeouts to make sure everybody's on the same page, and then only to have that happen.
So LP gets the ball back with 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go at their own 16-yard line. And Geneseo has most of their defensive starters back in.
Yep. I know that's gonna eat at Larry a little bit, I'm guessing. I know it would me.
Well, we're under 3 minutes to go in the game, and Cavaliers back to work on offense. They got 1 touchdown tonight, and that was on a very short field. After a Geneseo fumble, they only needed to go 9 yards on a scoring drive. Long toss out to the right. And the running back gets to about the 20-yard line, 4-yard run. Out of bounds. Clock stop 2:33.
Little sweep to the right, getting himself out of bounds, stop the clock. Alex McAvoy coming out the field. He's had a heck of a night.
He has on both sides of the football. 2nd down and 7 for the Cavaliers. They trail by 17. They'll try it the other way, the long toss. That pitch is fumbled, but they fall back on it. They recover the ball. Tom Sanchez, the running back for the Cavaliers, protecting the football.
Peyton Claus and Blake Langan right there. Their guy fell on, he was closest to it, but had he not, we might have had a scoop and score.
I don't think they'll throw that pitch again.
No.
Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Clock is running. We're in the 4th, 24-7 Geneseo. Cavaliers trailing. They have the ball 3rd and 12 from their own 15-yard line. They'll give it to the fullback, Dominic DeBoeuf. Some contact there. Running back breaks free and gets to the 20, but it'll be 4th down and 6. Minute 30 to go. Clock running.
Yeah, looks like they're bringing their punt. Looks like they're bringing their punt team out. Punt return team going back for us, going on the field.
Minute 10 to go. Clock on the move. Cavaliers to punt. Olsen and Olsen back deep for Geneseo's, and let this one hit at the 45, roll to the 35, to the 30. And the punter just upped his stats a little bit as they blow the ball dead. Stop the clock, 47 seconds to go.
That's neat how you can get that ball to knuckle like that and still get distance on it. That makes it tough to field. I know we were going to let that one hit no matter what, but that makes it tough to catch.
Pat, something that has not happened this year in Geneseo has been the ringing of the victory bell, and we're under a minute. And these guys down here, we can see them, they're really pumped up. They're ready to go and get to that bell.
You betcha.
Victory formation for Geneseo. McConnell takes a knee, flips the ball to the official, and Geneseo will probably have to snap it one more time unless they really take their time spotting this football.
See Bruce Moore out there, Gab McGuire. I know Brendan Hickens was out there a little bit before that.
One more knee, and that will do it, and that'll get the teams over to line up and walk across the field. Final 15 seconds. They're going to tick off this clock. Homecoming win here tonight for Geneseo. They're going to be 3-3 with 3 games to go. And first win of the conference, first home win here for the Green Machine. And a well-played game. Just one little turnover gave short field to the Cavs.
You betcha. Other than that, I mean, that's Geneseo almost pitched a shutout there tonight. That's with a team that come in averaging over 30 points a game. You held them to 1, and that was a 9-yard drive,
right,
if you will, because we dropped the ball on our own 9-yard, and half of that was by penalty. Half of that 9 yards was they got because of penalty. So, yeah, defense played well tonight. I'm sure Coach Roma is going to be pleased with them, and you betcha, there they go sprinting down to the bell. I don't think I ever sprinted.
Well, on a night when Geneseo got the football to start both halves, and they scored on both of those possessions. Some touchdown passes tonight from Jaron Brooker. One to Zach Olsen of 65 yards and a 77-yard touchdown pass to Colton Pischke. Those were the highlights here tonight as Geneseo wins it 24-7.
Right, you're throwing a 30-yard field goal by Carson Kokett, who you said last night might have had the first goal in the soccer game. He's had himself a nice little homecoming weekend too. So, yep. I mean, there's still work cut out. We still have to win a couple games to get playoff eligible. It'll be very interesting. But the best part about it is when we can enjoy the homecoming dance tomorrow night.
Nice win tonight for Geneseo. We'll catch up with everybody next week in Ottawa. Pat, thanks again for your help here tonight on our broadcast. We also like to thank Kim Kennett at the WGRG FM studios, 100.5 on your dial. Ron Hartman at Geneseo Communications, our technical coordinator, Keith Kennett. For Pat Mitchell, I'm Lauren Lemke. Again, the final score, Geneseo wins the homecoming game 24-7 over LaSalle-Peru. Good night from Bob Reed Field.